The Progressive Era, Chapter 18, and Give Me Liberty, Volume 2. Foner begins the Progressive Era. Well, he begins his examination of the Progressive Era, like Pulp Fiction, the Quentin Tarantino film. He starts in the middle somewhere, and then goes back to the beginning. If you ever take my class in person, we start the same way. We start at the exact same spot that he does. March 25th, 1911. The Progressive Era years that are given for our textbook are 1900 to 1916. It's about a generation, a 16-year period. And we begin it somewhere in the middle, 2/3 of the way through. March 25th, 1911, the Triangle, a shirtwaist factory fire in Lower Manhattan, on the Lower East Side. 146 people, 123 of them women, mostly immigrant women, the youngest being 14 years old, die in the largest, most deadly workplace accident in American history up to that point. In a garment factory, of course, that 146 deaths has been dwarfed recently with garment factory accidents in Bangladesh. Rana Plaza being one that killed 1,100 people. We watched this in class So, and that scene, the Triangle Shirtwaist factory fire, if you watch the documentary, the PBS documentary in class, or whatever documentaries provide, it's viewed as a watershed moment. This is why Foner opens the chapter with it. It's the most deadly workplace accident in American history up to that point. It was the 9/11 of the early 20th century. It was devastating. The world, it was one of those watershed moment. As you can see, it's a turning point. Basically, it's where the status quo is shaken. Where we wake up feeling one way in the morning, we look at the world one way, we look at our role, the United States role, our role with each other, one way, and then by the time the day's over, we have fundamentally altered or had our viewpoint altered. And Triangle did that, right? It created a lot of awareness about the dangers of workplace environments. In the Gilded Age, the need for some sort of oversight to curb the excesses of private sector capitalism, whatever you want to call, free markets. This is what a lot of people thought. So there was a concerted effort. So it wasn't just this one accident, but this accident happens after the presidential administration of Theodore Roosevelt, near the tail end of Taft's administration. Third, you had the populists in the 1890s. You have the Socialist Party that is going to be growing. So there's all sorts of things happening other than this one event. Not to take away from this one event, though, but we tend to do that a lot in maybe other countries do it too. We desperately want to highlight the one event or the individual person, as opposed to seeing things in context. The group effort, that's why baseball's so great, because it's a great American sport. It highlights the individual when you bat, but still the team, right? It was a perfect game the pitcher threw, but the pitcher had to throw, that third baseman fielded that one ground ball in the 7th. Wouldn't have been a perfect game without that.